6, 2 people died in drownings at 2 different lakes over the weekend in Waushara County.
The first drowning happened around 5:30 Saturday evening at Long Lake in the town of Springwater.
Yeah, officials say a 44-year-old man went under the water trying to swim to shore from a boat. Emergency responders tried to save him, but the man was pronounced dead at the scene. Less than 2 hours later, just after 7 p.m., authorities responded to another reported drowning on Silver Lake in the town of Marion. Dive teams searched for the man who had gone underwater. His body was found the next morning. Neither victim has been identified.